Hey fellas, uh, you're probably wondering what's going on. Well, pretty much, I'm making another vlog to actually tell you something that pretty much you're probably wondering, am I okay? Well, I'm fine.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But you know what I mean. I'm not really fine. The thing is, I left something I've never should have left in the first place. That was when yesterday it was Sunday. It was a holy day. The beautifulest thing is I saw a rainbow yesterday. Um, Pretty much, it was a very beautiful rainbow. It lasted for like the next half hour, 45 minutes. It started to fade away. Actually, there were two rainbows. There was actually one like pretty much. One was like pretty much far away, and then one almost looked like it was close to the house. Um, now pretty much you're probably wondering what makes a rainbow. It has to rain. But the only thing that doesn't make sense is if it has to rain for a rainbow, why does the rain have to be acting like a prism? I just noticed that the second rainbow, it wasn't raining, and the clouds. I don't know how to explain it. Like the clouds were like, it was unbelievable to see. Such a beautiful thing. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And yeah, I got my retainer and I've been up for a while, but that was probably either a sign of God talking to me or what. The thing is, the rest of my life, I'm probably going to stay in my comfort zone. Because apparently, when you are going in the real world, working is not pretty much a time to social. It's a time to work. I hate the fact that the rest of my life I'm gonna work like a slave, being paid like a paying slave. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that work is a bad thing. It's just the way this country is going. When Bernie Sanders was running in for president, he wanted to like lower cost and lower, you know, our income or something like that. Making sure our health care is pretty much paid for. There was a time where it was pretty much back then when my dad was a kid. He, well, his mom worked. There was actually a time where not all people can work, didn't have to work. Just one had to work. One had to stay home and watch for the kids. And pretty much since now, employment to me is going to be an issue. I don't know what my job is going to be. To me, being an adult seems to be complicated. And to me, like, that makes sense because apparently, why, what's my adult life? What's my future going to look like? To me, I think my future is going to stink. Mostly because I left my high school friends. I left something that pretty much none other than something that may have, I don't know. Because at the graduation ceremony, I was emotional because I knew that now I left. I left Mayfield, and pretty much I either wanted to be a maintenance man, or pretty much either continue going to school. I either want to have a job at the school where pretty much I can do the things like I used to do. For example, I was a football manager, a basketball manager. I mean, something I enjoyed doing while I was a Mayfield student, like, and I'm not saying that I want to do it, I want to do it, but look, pretty much, when you're pretty much not going into college, that's going to be the most awful thing you think about, is not going to college. I'm thinking to myself, I should have went to college if I knew college was, to me, college is not that easy. You're going to go to expensive college like Notre Dame and like wherever the state, the big Notre Dame, not the one that's in South Euclid or Lyndhurst or something like that. We have a Notre Dame in Lyndhurst here in Cleveland. Or pretty much the one Ohio State or Michigan. I mean, major colleges that may be crazy. Now, community college, I don't know where our community college is. I'm thinking that probably is somewhere, I don't know. I know a friend that goes to Lakeland. My dad went to Lakeland, and I know a friend that's going to Ohio State, who was in my grade. I think, shoot. But I know one friend that goes to Lakeland. She's she's studying to be a nurse. But my only concern is that I'm not fine. Like, my mind is just going out of control. Stupid that thing. Pretty much, get them? No. But anyway, you know what I mean. I'm not happy. I'm not happy of what this country is going to. I'm not happy that Trump is president. I'm not happy of what's going on in the world. I'm also not happy of the Manchester attack, because apparently there is no need to throw a freaking bomb in a freaking arena. Sorry for my potty mouth, but you know what I mean. Like, I gotta tell you, this world is going somewhere where it's taking a bad turn. Life would be easier if the stock market hadn't crashed in the 1920s or something like, or the 1930s. I mean, to me, I just think that's crazy that something like that. I'm scared that if I pretty much own a business, that stock market's gonna crash again. And who knows, if we go in another Great Depression and something like that. Let me tell you something. A teacher told me that history will repeat itself, meaning the fact that we might have a World War III and we might have another Great Depression. These next, probably, I mean, guys, we're getting close to 100 years since World War II came, and it's already 100 years since World War I came, because apparently April of 2017 the USA went to war. We Americans went to war in World War I, which was 1917. 10 years. I mean, 100 years, guys. That's insane. And you'd think that history it's just gonna it's just gonna be history. No, it will repeat itself, and trust me. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You know, I maybe end up pretty much looking at my friends doing bad stuff. And you know, all my friends are gone. I don't have friends anymore to talk to every day. Not anymore. I mean, that's gone. And I'm not fine with that. I'm not accepting the offer. I shouldn't have like took that degree. I should have just left that guy's degree in the hand and just said, forget it. You know what? If I took another year at the school, it would be great. And there are things where I'm just like saying to myself, was there something I didn't learn? Like, I just feel like there's some stuff that I should have got education about. Because I've heard that most kids are like having issues with educations, and that's why most kids don't have summer vacation. Because apparently, like, this is gonna probably crazy. Because by the time I'm like 20, like now I'm 19. By the time I'm 29 years old, education's gonna be like more serious by the time I'm 29. It's just like pretty much now that cars are expensive. Like they cost about $50,000, $50,000, $40,000. I mean, they're way expensive. And to me, like, you know, like an iPhone can cost about $500 now because of the new technology. Apple Watch could probably do the same thing. I mean, guys, to me, this is unbelievable that pretty much, I'm not doing fine. And to me, like, I don't care whether I work. And, you know, I don't care that much about money. I'm not like those guys that pretty much get really crazy about money. And to me, like, there's a reason why money is stressing a lot of people. That now that I think about it, I'm gonna have issues paying the freaking bills, for crying out loud. Everything is expensive. What the government actually gives us is expensive. Electricity, gas, water. I mean, everything is just going bananas. I see prices going up every day. And the gas stations, gas stations are not reasonable. I mean, I saw a gas price the other day. It went up to about $2.25 a gallon. You know, and then like 5 to 10 gallons for $2.25 cents, which pretty much to me, you know, it's better to just get like gas from Costco. I heard that Costco is really reasonable, and to me, like, if you're buying something expensive, it's pretty crazy. My grandma actually remembers when everything cost like a nickel or a dime. A loaf of bread cost a dime. Like, you can't get like that anymore. You know, Coke machines probably used to cost that same. Everything would probably cost cents and dollars. And the way money is now is ridiculous. And for those of your Trump supporters that really think that he's gonna make this country great again, which really is not. He's a Russian ambassador. And to me, like, you picked the wrong guy, first of all. He's a terrible businessman, too. I mean, holy crap. Can you imagine? I think my Uncle Kevin is a better businessman than him. God, I mean, it's unbelievable. So yeah, I've been talking too much, and I wish I could continue this conversation, but anyway, thanks for watching this second vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Over and out.